against an unranked opponent, can you take care of business? It's the Clemson Tigers and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Sweeney. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now on the counter. There he goes. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. Maybe a crease. Still on his feet. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Hands it off on the counter. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Third and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Touchdown, Trojans! Into the end zone for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Breaks into the open. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. He goes right back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll give it to Johnson. Got enough for the 1st. Got a little grass. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. It's in.
Come on, kick it out for me.
The end zone right there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Leaves it with the back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The run inside. It's Jordan. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Powers through the defender.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
To throw, it's Mayava. Floats it out in space. Oh, he's got some space. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might be changing the route. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Williams got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Running inside, it's Jordan. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Off play action. And the
good ass defense, dog. Good defense.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Trojans will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Mayava. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense gets it done.
Hey, you welcome, man.
Interception return.
Look here for you.
Extra point here will tie the game.
Good defense.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. You highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Always a welcome play.
Yeah,
for
damn,
the
you get in
defense
number
as they
3
get
now?
a sack at the
USC?
47.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had
That's a
all
big
11
problem
guys
worse.
on the same page.
big
These
problem
last
worse.
2 drives, obviously scoring a touchdown, the last timeout, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical third down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got...
Might have a chance. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide.
You got to keep celebrating. You can't pull it down.
Ran away from the crowd.
What you gonna do? You got to hold it all the way through, man.
Touchdown, Tigers. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barber. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's what... Snags it, and he's open. Past the 20. Touchdown, USC! Rolled his way into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll give it on the counter. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Working the big fella to the corner. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Using his feet to buy time. It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Mayava. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the Trojans will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hand.
He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Makes the catch. It's Bowman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. We are just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. On first down from their own 22. Right back to the well. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's moving out of the pocket. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Finds his man. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field.
Oh, damn, why you know I didn't have accelerated clock on? That's why this game been lasting forever.
Make something positive happen. The
running back
does his job.
In there early or run it all the way through. It's on you.
Something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete to the left. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Tigers in the hurry-up. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you've got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
They'll run play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely
sent it downfield. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up to throw. Got it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Back to throw, it's Maiava. Caught by Williams on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Got a man. It's Bowman. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll run the counter. Fights off a defender. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
There's a crease. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like...
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up. And through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better athletes. And finally, on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender in the back end on a deep shot, climb the ladder 50-50 ball, and win. But if you're on defense, you're going to need a lot more of that. You're going to need some turnover.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
He'll run it again. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side now. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to...
Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has...
Gonna take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.